All right, so now I'm re-recording the intro to this. You're about to take and see Zulu. I'm about this is my reaction to the movie Zulu. Now I need y'all to understand something before you go into it. I have to cut things, and I have to do things in a way to where copyright purposes is able to be put on YouTube, right? And I'm gonna be talking a lot, and there's gonna be a lot of jumps. I'm trying to take and show as much as possible, but yeah, here, enjoy. January 23rd, 1879.
I regret to report a very disastrous engagement which took place on the morning of the 22nd January, a total of nearly 1,500 men, officers, and other ranks.
Bro, they didn't. Good God, at the carnage, man. That's. It's a pretty big encampment of people. So how did they get there? Because they stand out like a sore thumb.
What did he ask, Father?
Whether a man of God like myself was... I told him I was unhappy to see so many brides who may soon become widows.
A very good answer, because they don't do stuff like we do. Okay, so I don't know a whole lot about the story of this or anything like that, so I'm going to assume that the comment that she made or that they both made are due to the fact of the British already being there in South Africa. So from that aspect of things, I mean, I understand the reason why she said it, and then talking about him being a man of God. So if he's a missionary of some sort, or maybe even just an agent of the British Empire, right? You know, you see multiple wives in the Old Testament within the Bible, New Testament, and it, you know, so many women going to be widows soon. So I'm guessing the British Empire is already there in some capacity. So, but it's interesting watching this at the beginning so far, and it starts off, number one, with a letter talking about the slaughter of the soldiers, and then it shows all of the dead soldiers on the battlefield, right? And it goes from that. You got these people here, and they're there, and they're watching all of the tribesmen, the warriors dancing and things of that nature. So, and the fact that, number one, as far as, I love any time actually on like actual television coming across stuff where you see tribal dancing and stuff like that. People, you know, because for me, stuff like that's very interesting. Because a lot of these, you know, a lot of tribes still exist in South Africa, and some of the tribes haven't changed very much. They still don't have a lot of, you know, some of them don't have they don't live in like the civilized part of the country. They interact with the civilized world, but not the same way that people that live within the civilization would take and interact. So seeing the movie start off like this, showing the tribesmen dancing and stuff like that, showing the wives, it's almost national. You know how we take and see National Geographic, except you're not looking through the magazine, you're looking, you know, it's in video form. And the fact back then for this movie, they got it. I'm liking the at least taking and showing that aspect of things. Because a lot of the older movies wouldn't have necessarily taken and actually showed that aspect of things.
Why do they have those little spears? The girls, I mean.
All of their chastity, daughter.
Did they actually go to, like... I'm astounded they've got all of this in a movie from this far back. I really am. A lot of times you don't see stuff that way. At least not as far as, yeah, I'll hush.
You must understand these things if you're going to stay in Africa. Margaret. That's...
Oh, where's he running out from? Woman, what the hell?
1,000 British soldiers have been massacred. While I stood here talking peace, it's their name for our mission station at Rorke Street. They're going to destroy it.
It's a hospital! Father, tell him!
Do you think he will listen?
Yeah, you might want to try to skedaddle. I mean, it might look better if you actually talk to them, though. They just seen British soldiers killed, so... So, I understand you're talking peace, and now the soldiers have been massacred there. I'm surprised they let you leave.
All right, Corporal Allen.
Sir. Cool. Let go.
Right! Stop! Quick!
Bro, you're that close and you miss? Now you're just wasting ammo if you don't kill it. Y'all gonna starve?
Wonder what they're cooking for supper.
Same as usual. Horse meat and actual grease.
Come on, Alice, make your mind up.
It's turning blue.
Yeah, very pretty, lovely. Which one?
How about putting some money on, man?
5 rounds!
Uh-oh.
5 rounds! Independent! Fire! He's sick enough, you'll kill him!
Rogue's drift.
Sounds like someone tired of being there put up with all that stuff. But did you kill anything, or... Oh, you finally got something.
Hold that punt!
That's what you get for laughing, eh? Kind of regal, just on that horse, and you got the tribes people behind you carrying the,
Hard work.
which the natives seem to be doing a whole lot of work too, as far as with the cooking and menial work.
Engineers.
Bromhead, you've come down from the column.
That's right. They want a bridge across the river.
Rather you asked first, old boy.
I was told their officer was out hunting. Every piece of wood in this blistering country is eaten by ants.
Gallopers from the column, sir? Very wonderful things, these, sir, aren't they?
Get your party ashore at the double.
Sir! All right. You heard that officer of engineers?
He must be thinking trouble's afoot.
Trouble, sir.
Could be.
I can anchor the ponts midstream, sir.
Pull them in, Corporal.
Sir.
I need to read up on Great Britain's time in South Africa, because I don't know a whole lot.
Hey, you! What's going on down there?
Right like hell. Tell them they can't get here too soon. Douse these cooking fires and turn the boilers over.
But they got soup in them, sir.
Pour it on the fires. Get yourself a rifle.
Does he know what it's like to make soup for 100 men in this flaming heat, Mr. Dorset? Does he, sir? Oh, now don't
Is it true?
Beg pardon, sir. About the soup, sir.
The entire column.
It's damned impossible. 800 men.
1,200 men.
What the hell do you mean, cowardly blacks? They died on your side, didn't they? And who the hell do you think is coming to...
Talk to our levies, will you? Tell them whose side they're on.
Well, you got to tell somebody whose side they're on. You might have a problem. Just throwing that out there.
Did the runner bring orders?
He brought orders to the commander of this post.
To do what?
Hold our ground.
Military genius thought up that one. Somebody's son and heir? Got a commission before he learned to shave.
He seems a little out of his depth.
I'm no line officer, I'm an engineer. I came here to build a bridge.
Jolly lucky for you, eh?
What's the date of your commission?
Now, don't tell me. I suppose you have seniority. If I may
Are you questioning my right to command?
Oh, not your right, old boy. Never mind.
Yeah, Michael Caine's character in this seems a bit haughty, a bit looking down on folks, especially this fella right here. But he also seems to be, like I said, a little bit out of his depth. What they don't need, though, at this point is a power play. But he's already taken charge more than what Michael Caine's character has, which is a good thing, especially if the same ones that took out the other British soldiers are headed that way. So, hey.
I'll be here, won't I?
Bromhead, have you been here long enough with a lookout on that hill?
No.
Kejiwayo is coming with 2 impis to destroy you.
You must talk to Lieutenant Chard.
I'm ready to take away your sick and wounded. Please supply the wagons. Daughter.
I don't suppose you hold the Queen's commission. Then allow a Queen's officer to give orders to her soldiers. Are you sure you're on the right side of the river, Mr. Witt?
I'm here to do my duty. I expect your cooperation. There are 4,000 Zulus coming against you. You must abandon this.
Issue all our walking wounded with arms and ammunition.
You will all be killed like...
The army doesn't like more than one disaster in a day.
Looks bad in the newspapers and upsets civilians.
I wonder how many of those that are wounded or sick you're going to be putting guns in the hands of. I agree with the pastor. I think they all need to skedaddle, get out of there. But, because sometimes the better part of valor is living to fight another day and, 4,000 troops. But then again, depending on how you're able to take and set things up, at the very least you can hold them off until you could possibly be reinforced at some point in time. But 4,000 against 90-something? Don't like the odds there.
Put 2 good men on that hill. Tell them to keep their eyes peeled. Well, get up on that hill. And sing out if you see anything.
The classical attack of the Zulus is in the shape of a fighting bull buffalo like this. And the horns close in on the back and sides.
It looks jolly simple, doesn't it?
Oh, it's jolly deadly, old boy.
An outside perimeter joining the buildings here and here.
But if the Fuzzies moved out of Islandwana immediately, they could be here, well, now. It's just a matter of time.
And we'll have to make the time.
If 1,200 men couldn't hold a defensive position this morning,
What chance have we with 100?
He's got a point there,
Listen,
Bubba.
old boy, I'll take the company up into the hills. I know exactly how to disperse them.
Now he's being kind of pig. Well, I mean, you're not going to cut anybody down in the passes. 100 against 4,000. I mean, come on now. Let's be realistic here.
That, we're in the middle. What are you doing in here? This is a church.
Isn't this as good a place as any for a man to be when he's in pain?
Well, if he had pearls, he'd be clutching them right now. He's all upset. Even with the severity of the situation, which is kind of mind-boggling, to be honest with you, but still.
A prayer's as good as a bayonet on a day like this.
A prayer's as good as a bayonet on a day like this. Oh, dear God. That's funny. One's probably just as useful as the other. Is going to be just as useful as the other, trust me.
Maketh wars to cease in all the world.
I shall be exalted among the heathen. I shall be exalted in the earth. The Lord of...
All right, nobody told you to stop working. You lead backsided. Get sweating.
You are all to be evacuated soon, in the wagons.
Who says?
My father.
You and me, Hookie, Mr. Chard's orders in this room.
Hey, what are you talking about? I'm sick on excused duty.
They gave us you because you are no good to anyone except the Queen. And get to it! I'll make a soldier of you yet.
Did I ever see a Zulu walk down the city road? No. So what am I doing here?
Pick up the bayonet and help Williams.
Is there any walking sick without rifles?
Me.
You, Dutchy? Haven't you rednecks got names instead of numbers?
This is a Welsh regiment, man.
Well, a Zulu regiment can run 50 miles, and fight a battle at the end of it.
What is it, Boyle?
Flaming duffs, what else?
No, by damn its horses!
You know there are 4,000 Zulus coming this way.
We know. Can you throw out your men in a screen to the south of here?
I'm sorry. Look at my men.
Stand fast! Stand fast, all of you!
You're the professionals. You fight here if you want to.
We need you!
Again, this is where you clear out. I mean, I get it. You'd be running, but it'd be better to clear out.
We need you!
Oh, when you take command, old boy, you're on your own. The first lesson the general ever taught me.
That's not what they all want to see, that's for sure.
The way of the Lord has been shown to us. Thou shalt not kill us. God's love is peace.
You got 4,000 Zulu warriors headed that way. You gonna tell them the way of the Lord is not to kill? Somebody take a rifle butt to that man's mouth and shut him the f up. God damn it, you dumbass. So you want them all to take and willingly die then, do you? Jesus Christ, you might as well take and put him with Daniel down in the lion's den, or send him through the fire pit with the 3 Jewish boys. Like, seriously. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Stay not to kill and be killed. Go, I say.
You idiot son of a... I would take and knock his teeth out.
Mr. Wood, I'm getting you off this post.
Son, give me those wagons and I will save the sick.
Bring him over here, flip him over. You know, dumbass. Should have kept your mouth shut. I'd have shot you on the spot. Damn to talk, and I'd have just shot you. Missionary or not, you're a dumbass. See, that's the kind of stuff right there that somebody that grew up going to church and stuff like that just piss you off, because you know all the talk of peace and stuff like that. Last time I checked, I mean, you're told to turn the other cheek from folks, but that doesn't include war, because you're supposed to defend your home and stuff like that. Jesus Christ, seriously, because even then you're told, even in the New Testament, you're told that written under Caesar's what's Caesar's. So if you in the employ of Caesar, you do as you're told by Caesar.
Oh, God forgive me.
Get him away from here.
Lock him in the store and put a man on the door. All right, you men, get back to work.
There you go. Oh, you dumbasses. Y'all had a chance to get out of there. You should have just left. Bunch of people marching together.
The sentries report Zulus to the southwest. Thousands of them.
It had to be absolutely frightening to hear that sound. You don't see nothing yet, but you hear the march, or you hear the footsteps, and it sounds like a train. There's less than 100 of you. Had to be absolutely terrifying. And of course, everybody has to be like reserved, especially the officers, so there's no panic or anything ensuing. Oh.
Mark a target when it comes. Look to your front.
Mark your target.
Front.
Look to your front.
Hear me, boy. Will you be Caine and kill your brother? Thou shalt not kill.
I'd poke his fucking eye out.
Back to the rampart. Be quiet now, will you? There's a good gentleman. You'll upset the lads.
I'd wait for him to take and stick his head back like this, and I'd poke his damn eye out. Shut him up. If he gonna say stuff, at least make him holler, because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. If you want to keep it open, that's how you keep it open. I'd wait for him to do this number again. Fuck! Poke him right now, right there. The hell with it.
You know, my father was at Waterloo.
He was?
He got his colonelcy after that. I wish right now I were a damned ranker like Hook or Hitch. That damned train again.
Company! We'll fix bayonets! Fix bayonets! Attention!
Bro, this has got to be an eerie sensation right here. You can hear them, but you don't see it. But you don't see nothing yet. They're not there. They're trying to draw you out. Oh, there we go. On the good God. I hope there's no sharpshooters. They got the high ground. They got the best spot. Gee, Manetti. It don't really matter what their tactics are. They just surround you and wait you out. If they wanted to, that or just overrun you. Oh, it's like they're moving in silently. Moving through the high grass. Like they got a flank or anything like that. Holy shit, they got a number like 40-1.
Load!
I don't see nary a rifle, but that's a bunch of spears. There's a bunch of people. Like, they've got numbers. Wait till they get close and unload.
At 100 yards! Slowly fire! Present! Fire!
So that's 4,000 soldiers, but that's 4,000 warriors. But if that's the only way they're going to fight this, all it takes is 4,000 bullets. Seriously.
Fire at will!
Ardendorf, what's wrong with them? Why don't they fight?
They're counting your guns, testing your firing power for the lives of his warriors.
Talk about cannon fodder. Holy crap, really? That's how you're going to... I would say there's more effective ways of testing firing power, but they only went to one side. Number one, that's part of the problem there. They only went to one side. Number two, it's a lot of dead people. It's a lot of dead people. So their tactics, damn, that's brutal. Just send your men out there for the slaughter.
They'll be back. 10, 15 minutes, maybe less. As soon as they've regrouped.
Put him on his cart. Tie him on if necessary. The sooner we get rid of them, the better.
Tie him to his cart. Well, that's one way of doing it.
Come along, sir. He's a good gentleman.
Father!
Death awaits you! You have made a covenant with death and with hell. You are in...
Who's going to report anything if you just shoot him right through the head? Might have to shoot her through the head too, but collateral damage and all that good stuff. Man, who's going to take and report anything? Especially if you don't. Especially if the 4,000 wind up overrun you anyways, and if they don't, by that point you're going to forget that you've shot the son of a bitch because you've survived with the butt of a rifle.
Right. Now get back to your post. At the double.
Here they come again! Fire!
They're just wasting your ammo, distracting you. Kansas City Shuffle. Show something one way, Be doing something somewhere else. Oh, they got guns. Oh, that's no bueno. Oh, shit, that's a lot of guns. Hope they don't know how to use them.
There they go!
We can't man the whole perimeter. We've got to outgun them somewhere, right?
Take men from the south, one section in 3. Reinforce the north wall.
So take an odd number of people, tossing them over to the other side, try to even up the numbers. The thing is, they've all got rifles. It's not just spears now. They got rifles, not just spears. So now you in a two different ways of a predicament here. I'm not liking this at all. And you're not going to see them on the hillside like that.
No, Copper. Fire at the smoke. Keep them pinned down, not us.
Oh, they just got you wasting ammo at this point because you're just firing at the smoke. So they're going to whittle your ammo down, and in the process, if they're able to, whittle some of your people down. Probably a feint here, probably something here to distract you. Just take and do something else. Like this is...
Get a platoon together. Get a platoon of good bayonet men. Take them head on at anything that breaks through, or get yourself a good sergeant.
Yes, sir.
But you're going to thin stuff down too much on one side or the other. That's the problem. Go out there with a messed up leg and everything. He's a piss on it.
Follow me!
Oh no, there he goes.
Mr. Chad, I'll get you help.
Oh, he's fighting him. He's fighting him with a crutch.
Charles! You all right? Now listen, old boy. You're not badly hurt. We need you. Damn you, we need you.
Boy, he's probably working faster than what he's got, folks. Or they... He's not able to work fast enough on these people. There's too many wounded. Bro, this is... What the hell?
There you go, boys. After him. North wall, hold your fire. Now!
It would mean the old general couldn't use his rifles on the hillside for fear of hitting down into his own men.
Why don't you have somebody shoot at the damn person on the side of the damn thing? Oh, fucking hell. I think I'd be firing at will. Oh, they're going to be running out.
I can't manage it. No, you heard what the officer said. You're doing fine.
Well,
they're pitching in any way they can. That's pretty... That's taking the situation like, all right, we still got to do something.
Hold on!
Reorganize your flying platoon with Sergeant Windred.
But, yes, of course.
I'd be looking at the people that's raising their hands. I'd be pointing my guns at them.
The men on the church roof. Have them support your fire against the hillside. Form 2 lines on the double.
They're using traditional tactics, but in a... Okay. They're not going to be able to take and get over that wall here shortly. There's going to be too many dead piled up. Fantastic way of using traditional tactics with the rear rank and then the front, rear, and then taking it alternating like that. Like that's, wow, holy crap. Because you see how many they knocked down. Because before, I mean, and it made sense for them to just let them come over the wall like that. Those don't have guns, they just have spears. So, Well, them guys got to be gassed as all get out, too, at this point. They can get some water, get refreshed a bit.
I'm going to see that calf, man.
Hey, come back, you fool! What are you doing? Tommy!
I don't give a damn. I want this 9 foot high. Rebuild the south ramparts. Keep them moving.
You're going to work them till they fall over. That's not going to do you any good when it comes to fighting. Still got too many in reserve is the problem. It's like the poor things dying or dead. Oh, shit. Now the roof is on fire. That's not good.
Ready to get down now, sir? Get out!
Boy, the whole place is going up in flames. You better get out of there somehow.
That's my boy!
Now you got to get out of there.
Is everybody out? Yes, sir. On the wall.
That's a fucking offense!
Everybody out? Everybody will get out.
A couple of fellas trampled or something.
Sergeant. Sir. Carry on. Any more in there?
I'm surprised those men are still standing. They've been fighting all damn day. It's hot, and they've been watching their comrades die. There's no, I mean, they don't have a choice. They've got to. The adrenaline and everything else is going to keep them going. But holy hell.
Are you awake, man?
I think...
So they're barely standing. Barely awake, barely alive.
Put a third of our men in the redoubt. Send the bugler to me.
Thank you for what you said.
And that's all you see in the morning against the sunrise. You can't even make people out plainly. All you can see is silhouettes and shadows.
Positions on the firing step. Keep your heads down.
You know the sound.
Yes, sir.
Stay by me.
I think I'd be doing more to down, up, down, up, down, up. You know, rear front, rear front, rear front. They're like singing a hymn or something. What the hell is this? I'd rather hear a war chant than this. Would be disquieting as hell. It has to be a sight to see. That's for sure. That's.
You think the Welsh can't do better than that, Hal?
Let's stop your dreaming.
Come on, sing!
It's an awful odd time for a sing-off. That's all I'm getting at with this. I mean, we've seen. I mean, we've heard about like World War One with, or World War Two with like Beulah and stuff like that. With the, I say Beulah. What the fuck is that? Christmas time truces between the German and Allied troops, right? Yeah, I believe Beulah. Let's see, Bellawood, World War One. But we've also they sing like Silent Night and stuff like that. But there was a truce, and the soldiers on each side sang before basically killing each other the next day. It's amazing to take and hear about stuff like that. They don't understand each other whatsoever, but you've got them singing back and forth. But the way they just started singing out of the blue like that, and it's so in tune and in harmony, and it had to be quite disquieting. Like it had to be quite unnerving. Jesus Christ.
Mr. Chard, sir. Patrol's come back. Zulus have gone. All of them.
If it's a miracle color, Sergeant, it's a short chamber Boxer Henry .45 caliber miracle.
Well, you did it.
Me?
Make it.
He's wounded, sir.
He's dying, sir.
Looks sad. All in, sir.
You fought your first action.
Does everyone feel like this afterwards?
I feel ashamed. Was that how it was for you? The first time?
I think I could stand this butcher's yard more than once.
Gwyn, 459.
Sir.
Hitch, I saw you. You're alive.
I am?
my God, can't you see it's all over? Your bloody egos don't matter anymore.
In the 100 years since the Victoria Cross was created for valor and extreme courage, 11 of these were won by the defenders of the mission station at Rorke's Drift, Natal, John Rouse Marriott Chard, Lieutenant, Royal Engineers.
4,000. And they held them off. Absolutely astounding. You know, normally at the end of a reaction, I try to sum everything up. Watching this, I've never watched it before. I'd never even heard of this until I started reacting to the history of the UK. This is one of those things after watching stuff on Victoria Cross and stuff like the. Let's see, there's 3 different things I've looked at history-wise to do with World War II. One, the bombers there in Germany, basically the suicide mission where you had the small contingent of special forces and the to try to take out the locks there for the dry docks, and the Victoria Cross, what it takes to actually earn that. The resiliency, number one, of the officers of this. Absolutely astounding. 11 soldiers awarded the Victoria Cross. I'm glad it was recommended, and I'm glad I finally actually decided to take a look at it. This is one of those things that they were told to hold their position, and they held their position. Like they didn't run from it. And I know I talked all the way through it, and I said a bunch of stuff to y'all probably like, oh my God. But I've got to have something to say at certain points because you don't think the way people did back then. So of course, something's like, bro, get out of there. That's what I'm going to take and say. And that's what all of them troops I know probably wanted to do was get out of there. Regardless of what the orders were, they probably all wanted to take and find either higher ground or get away from there. The fact that they all stood their ground, and they lost so many. Held off 4,000 warriors. They had them by numbers alone. They could have took and overrun them that first day, and that'd have been not they could have done. I mean, it's just very, 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 very good movie. Like, I can't overstate that. It's absolutely astounding. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.